นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะยานิเดบุตานิสามากตานิบุมมานิวายานิวะอันตะเลเกสัพเพวะบุตาสุมาณาภวันตุอโตปิสักกัจจสุนันตุบาสิตังตัสมาหิพุตานิสาเมตสาเบเมตังกโรตมานุสิยาปจายดิวาชราโตชหรติเยบาลิงตัสมาหิเนราคัตอาปมาตังยังเกจิเวตังอิตวะปุราวังสักเกสุวายังรัตนังปานิตังนาโนสามังอาติตตากเตนะอิดังปิบุเดรัตนังปานิตังเอเทนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุกายาวิรากังอมตังปานิตังยะดาจักาสักขิยโมนิสมาหิโตนะเตนะธัมเมนะสัมมาทิกินจิอิดัมปิธัมเมรัตนังปานิตังเอเทนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุยังบุตตเสโตปริวานายิสุจิสมาธิมานันตาริกัญญมาหุสมาธินาเตนะสามโมนเวจติอิดัมปิดัมเมรัตนังปานิตังเอเตนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุเยโปกาลาอัตตสัตังปัสสัตตาจัตตาริเอตานิโยกานิโหนติเตดาคิเนยสุกตาสสาวกาเอเตสุดินนานิมหาปลานิอิดังปิดังเมรัตนังปานิตังเอเตนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุเยโปกาลาอัตตสัตังปัสสัตตาจัตตาริเอตานิโยกานิโหนติเตดาเกเนยสุกตาสสาวกาเอเตสุดินนานิมหาปลานิอิดังปิสังเครัตนังปานิตังเอเตนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุเยโสปยุตตามานสาดัลเหนะนิคามิโนโกตมัสสาสนามิเตปาติปัตตาอมตังวิกัลหาลาดาโมดานิบุติงบุญจมานาอิดังปิสังเครัตนังปานิตังเอเทนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุ ยาตินกิโลปัตวิสิโตสิยามจโตปิวัตเตหิอาสัมปกัมปิโยตาโตปะมังสัพปุริสังวาดามิโยอริยสัจจานิอเวชปัสสติอิดังปิสังเครัตนังปานิตังเอเตนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุเยอริยสัจจานิวิบาบยันติกัมบิรปัญเยนะสุเดสิตานิกินจาปิเตหนติบุสัพปมาตานาเตภวังอาตมังอาดิยันติอิดังปิสังเครัตนังปานิตังเอเตนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุสาวาสดาสนสัมปดายตายาสุดัมมาจาหิตาภวันติสากายดิตติวิจิกิจิตัญเชศีลาบตังวาปิยาดัตติกินจิจตุหาปาเยหิจวิปปโมโตชาชาบิตานานิอาบัพโบกาตงอิดังปิสังเครัตนังปานิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัติโหตุเกณจาปิโสคัมมังคารติปาปะกังกายเนวาจาอุดเจตสาวาอบาโบโสตัสปะติจาดายอบาปะตาดิตปะดาสพุตตาอิดังปิสังเครัตนังปานิตังเอเทนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุวานาปโกมเบยตาบุสิตาเกเกมหานมาเสปัตมาสมิเกมเฮตโตปามังธัมมวารังอเดสายนิบานกามิปรมังหิตายอิดังปิบุเดรัตนังปานิตังเอเตนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุวโรวราญัววรโดวราหาโรอนุตตโรธัมมวรังอเดสายอิดังปิบุเดรัตนังปานิตังเอเตนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุขีนาปุรานังนาวังนาติสัมภวังเวรัตจิตายติเกบวัสมิเตกินาบิจาอเวโรหิจันดานิบันติดิรายตายังปฏิปงอิดังปิสังเครัตนังปานิตังเอเทนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุยานิเดบุตตานิสมากตานิบุมมานิวายานิวะอันตะเลเกตถาคตังเดวมนุสัพพจิตังบุตตังนามัสสามาสุวัติโหตุยานิเดบุต tani samagatani Bommani va yani va andaleke Tatagatande vamano sapojitang Dhammang namasama suwati hotum Yani debut tani samagatani Bommani va yani va andaleke Tatagatang de vamano sapojitang Sanghang namasama suvati hotu Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let us continue, right? Ratana Suttas on the verse here, number 9. Okay, so first of all, we look at some of the vocabulary, right? Ye arya sachani vibhavayanti gambhir panyena sudesitani. Okay, now, first of all, we look at the verb, right? Vibhavayanti, right? Something with ti or anti is a verb, right? So vibhavayanti is a third person plural, yeah, yanti. So, and then of course the root here is a bhu, right? So the v, this is a prefix, it has a meaning of very specific, right? So it's very like, so here I translate like clearly distinguished, right? Clearly distinguished. Or comprehend also, right? Comprehend. Comprehend, what is it? Comprehend the noble truth, right? So here the object, Arya Sachan, Arya Satcha, right? Arya Satcha. Arya means noble, Satcha, true, right? Of course, here the truth referred to the Four Noble Truth, right? Four Noble Truth. So here is accusative plural. And then we will see another one, Sudesitani, right? So this one is a past participle, right? And it is from the root dished, right? To point out or to show. So together with the prefix, right? Su here, right? So it's well preached. Of course, with regard to the internal, the grammars, like this is a causative, things like that. So I think I'm not going to explain here, right? But just to identify, recognize the word, right? Su and desita. Desita means preached. So it's well preached, right? So this is clearly is an adjective, right? Adjective to what? To the Arya Sachana. Okay. And Gambhir Panyena. This is a compound right here. You have the Gambhir, right? And then Panyena is from Panya. Panya is a feminine, right? But of course here is used as an adjective already. So it's instrumental by one with profound wisdom, right? Gambhir Panyena. Okay, so yeah, we learn few words here, right? Arya Satcha, Gambhir Panya, and Sudesitani. And the ye and they is a demonstrative pronouns, like those who, and then they, see? And of course, you will find they afterwards. They here. Kinchapi te, right? Honti busapamata, and not te bhavang atma adiyanti. Okay. So first part, we look at the honti. Right? We have seen this many times. Honti, right? It's a third person plural. I become. Also from the same root. So you see this root, you have the bhavati and honti. Bhavati or honti. Bhavanti. right? So all come from the same root. And kinchapi, right? Is kinchi api, right? So this is due to the euphonic, so tend to combine together. But for our Pali learner, right, we have to split them for the sake of the analysis. You see, so it's kinchi api. When you join this together, kinchi api become kinchapi. Okay, right? However, okay, this is like in contrast, but okay. And what else? Okay. Bhusapamata. Yeah. It's from Bhusa. Apamata. So Apamati. Amai? Apamati. I think not heedlessness is a heedfulness. Okay. Anyway, apamadena. Apamata is a heedfulness. Yeah. Negative particle. Bhavang is existent. Attamam, right, is a numeral, right? And adiyanti. So we look at the adiyanti. It's a verb, third person plural. It is from the prefix a and dha. Dha means to give. Okay, to give. So this prefix to make it like in the reverse, mean to give, so to take. Okay, so okay, so takes up. Now we look at the translation. Okay, so now we look at the verb. With bhavayanti, right? It's a third person plural from the root bhu, to become. And then, okay, so you're expecting the subject, right? Those who, okay? Those here is, okay. All right, here is the object, right? Arya Satchani. And then what else? Yeah, Sudesitani. Right? You see, they are not in proper order. You see, they are jump here and there. Huh? So when you analyze the Pali, you shouldn't read from A to Z, okay? You shouldn't read like, what is Ye, what is Arya Satchani? No, you can't read like that. Yeah, you really have to learn my method. Look at the verb, right? Then the verb tell you the subject, right? Then after that, depending on the verb, there is a finite verb or there is infinite verb, right? If a finite verb, you see the object. Okay, infinite verb is like sun rises. You see, it wouldn't take any object, right? So this is infinite, right? And then afterwards, you look at those, participle, right? Participle. For example, past participle, present participle, and future participle. Usually, they are adjective describing either the subject or object. Okay, and then you try to link them up, and then the rest you look at the adverb. You look at the indeclinable, this is how the complete sentence come out, right? So these are the format, one by one. You have to follow this, okay? So now, you see, I look at the verb, look at the subject, look at the object, right? Then I look at the PPP, right? This is my method, isn't it? Then you look at this PPP, it seems that this PPP is adjective to the Arya Satchani. You're describing the Arya Satchas, okay, which are well preached or which are well thought, okay, by, okay, one. Because here describing a person with profound wisdom. Okay, now we look at translation. Those, right, those who is because of Aya, right, clearly comprehend, right, with Bhavayanti, the noble truth, right? Which, you see here, the which is clear adjective, right? Describing the Arya Satchani. So which were well thought by one Panyena instrumental with profound wisdom. Okay, so this is how the translation here. I know it's not very easy, but I think if you are serious enough, okay, after my teaching, you can go back and make a note there. You see, and you will see the same style, same format in every suttas. Okay. Of course, nowadays we are not asking you to do a research from nothing, right? There are plenty of translation here and there. So what you need to do is to look at the original Pali text, all right? And then, because usually the translation, if someone who can translate well, you look at the translation, basically, you know how, this Pali grammar looks like. Okay, even without looking at the Pali, okay, you skip the Pali, you look at English. Those who is already, what is this, right? Clearly comprehend is a verb. Noble truth here is an object, okay? Which were well thought is adjective, but this adjective has a participle, right? Describing the noble truth. By way profound wisdom, here is instrumental. Okay, so you can see this, my translation, this translation reflect the Pali grammars, okay? Of course, if, you want to get it printed, okay, and you can get someone, with good English, to polish this, right? That is for the printing. But I think as a students, we should learn the literal translation, okay? So that polished translation, we leave it to the, those people who are proficient in English. Okay, then you have the they and they. Okay, those who and they, right here, they. Okay, that's why immediately I put underline to show you they are corrective. But do we have in English this kind of corrective? Do we? I think so. Yeah, like those who, he who, then he, those who and they. That kind of translation, or by which, by that. Okay, now here the verb is haunting, right? Okay, here nominated plural. Okay. Okay, correct. Yeah, yeah, because Bhusa. Yeah, great in heedlessness, heedfulness, isn't it? Extremely heedful they may be. So kinchapi here is however, okay, they become heedless, heedfulness. Nate bhavang atma adiyanti. Here look at the adiyanti. Where is the verb, the person? And then here, okay, here this atamang, right, is adjective to bhavang. Bhavang means existence. Atamang add existence. They do not take the add existence. So what is it? What does it mean when you add existence? Because here referred to the Sotapanna, right? The Sotapanna. And you see the Sotapanna usually is attained by those who have completely abandoned, the defilements that abandonable through the seeing. Okay, it means that the Sotapanna has already completely abandoned those views, okay, the upside downest views, the wrong views completely. Okay, so it says that those who become in Sotapanna, the maximum life, in the human and heaven, right? These two places, maximum 7 life. So it means here they won't take the 8 rebirth. It means that within 7 or less than 7, they will attain the Nibbana. You understand? Yeah. So this is the meaning. And then the excellent treasure is in the Sangha by virtue of this truth. Okay, we have seen this. Okay, now we continue. Saha Vasadasana Sampadaya Taya Sudhamma Jahita bhavanti. Okay, it's connected with the earlier one, right? So you look at it. Here, dasana sampadaya, something aya, right? This is in the dative, right? For the attainment. Dasana means the insight. Okay, insight, dasana. That's why, in the Pāli, we have the vipassana, right? Vipassana. I hope you know the word is vipassana, right? Samatha vipassana. Form of is aspect of meditation. And then if it is in Sanskrit, right, you also see vipassana and vidarshana, right? Darshana. The darshana, you have these two forms. One is past and one is drush. Okay, both root is to see, right? So dasana. Okay, so what is this to see? Here to see the Four Noble Truths. Okay, so the requirement for entering, okay, into the sainthood, right, the path, right, is the seeing of Four Noble Truths. Okay, without seeing the Four Noble Truths, there is no way. That's why the vipassana becomes very important, right? Like the sole requirement, to attain into the sainthood. So, and then you see this, another one is tayasu. Tayasu. This is, tayasu is from tayo and asu. And of course, due to the euphonic combination, they join them together. This Pāli tend to join words together. So for the sake of our studies, we have to learn to split them up, right? If you don't split them, you don't know how to translate. It seems that things become blurred to us. If you split them, it becomes so clear. Tayo and asu, right? Tayo and asu. Of course, it's not easy for a beginner to split it. So you have to, it's just like people said, you have to read more. Read more, then you will come to know. Okay, sometimes quite difficult to teach. So, tayo, tree, right? Asu is indeclinable, like used as an emphatic, surely, right? Surely. So it's indeclinable. And then you have Dhamma Jahita, right? Bhavanti. Jahita is a PPP, right? To lift, abandoned or given up, right? So these three dhammas are given up. Okay. And then what are these three? Is Sakkaya Ditti, Vicikicca Tancha, Silabatang, Wap Api Yadatta Kincha. Okay, I hope you know what is Sakkaya Ditti, right? Sakkaya Ditti. Sat means existing, What existing is real, right? Kaya means the body, right? Ditti means the view. So one would regard the body as real, right? So we usually translate like self-view, okay? Self-view. It means that there is a belief in a permanent self or permanent soul, right? So it's dwelling inside. There is a soul, right? Like postulated by other religion, they would say, each one of us has a soul, right? But in Buddhism, there's no such thing, right? Those who believe there is a soul indeed, inside the body, right? Then he is falling under this category, Sakkaya Ditti. If you have this kind of view, there is no way you can enter into the sainthood. Okay. So the Vicikicca Tancha, right? This is also, you look at the Tancha, there. Is also due to euphonic combinations. So I split them up. Vicikiccitam, right? And then ch, right? Ch means N and N, like A and B. So you would say the A, B, ch, right? Silabattam. Usually, in fact, these silabattams is just only part of it. The whole sentence is silabattam, silabatta paramasa. Silabatta, paramasa. So this paramasa, right, is attachment, clinging, adhering, right, is dropped, right, in this verse in order to fix the meter. So anyway, usually I think the author, take this, that each one of us, the Buddhists, will know what it is, right? Silabata Paramasa. So they just simply drop it. But anyway, because they want to feed the meter. Then what is Silabata Paramasa? Silabata is from Sila and Vrata. Okay? Sila means the precept. But this precept is not 5 precept. Okay? For other religion, like in the ancient India, you see, they also observe Sila, but they observe quite many kinds of Sila, right? For example, like they observe the cow Sila, you see the dog Sila, dog precept, and there are very many funny things. And what is Vrata? Vrata means a vow. Like once you, okay, first of all, we understand like that. You have 2 parts, you see, and these 2 parts, see, you have the intention, first of all, to go to the heaven, right? And you believe, you see, the ultimate, okay, salvation, so-called, is to attainment into the heaven. Then, but attainment into the heaven, you need to follow certain thing, right? Certain precept and certain, you have to observe certain vow as well. So, like in ancient India, you see, they follow certain precept, right, and observe certain vows, and they believed, these are the way to live, are the way to go to the heaven. Okay, they have firmly believed that. Or if it is not the path, they believe this is the path to the, to the heaven. So in Buddhism, you see, we regard these are wrong. There is no such course to the heaven. There is no such path to the heaven, right? So, usually our Buddhists will take this to mean attachment to the rites and ritual, which I think is completely misleading. Why? Because people think that ritual involve respecting the Buddhas. You have the certain idol worshipping, or you perform certain rites and rituals, performing the puja, things like that. So that should be fallen under the category of the vow and the rites and ritual, but it is not, right? So I think you should have understood this Silabata Paramasa referred to those people who have believed by practicing this will attain, will go to the heaven. Okay. So like in our Chinese belief also, I don't know whether you know the Gao Wong Ye, right? They have believed that, okay, during month of September, then they have to observe what they call fasting for 9 days, I believe, right? For 9 days. And so this observing the fasting is a kind of vows, you see, certain vows. They believed observing this fasting, their soul, okay, will go to the heaven, right? Their sins will be completely cleansed off, right? And final stage, they have to walk on the charcoal, right? Charcoal, and they believe that by walking through the charcoal, right, all their sins, everything, will be burned out, will be purified. And this is the means to the heaven, right? So if those people having this belief is falling under this Silabata Paramasa, okay, definitely it's not the attachment to the rites and rituals. So these 3 things, Sakkaya Ditthi, Vicikiccha, and then Silabata, these 3 have to be completely abandoned, to become a Sotapanna. Okay, Yadati Genchi is young Genchi, and then you have the word like Ati. There is, okay. So here the translation, okay. Oh, another one. You have another part. Chatu hapaye hicha vipamutto cha chat vitanani ababogato idampi sanghe ratana panitai tena sachena suwatihoto. Okay. Okay, here I think this verse is very interesting. It's a lot of meanings here. Chatu hapaye hicha. Chatu hi is also from chatu hi and apaye hi. But due to the euphonic, combine these 2, right? You have the chatu hapaye hicha. Otherwise, you will read like Chatuhi Apayehi, you see. So, you know, Pali tend to combine words together. Yeah. So this one is from instrumental or from the ablative. So Chatu is 4. Apaya means the lower realms. What are 4 lower realms? Is hell, right? And hungry ghost, right? Animal, and the Ashura. Okay, so these 4. Vipamutto, right? Vipamutto is a PPP, okay, past participle, from the root mucht, right? Vipamutto means released, okay, set free. Cha, 6, okay, is indeclinable. And Chabhitanani, Chabhitanani, right? Ch, 6, Abhitanani mean the crimes, okay, major wrong action. What are these 6 major wrong actions? Killing father, killing mother, killing of Arahat, right? Shedding the blood of the Buddha, and create the, you know, the schism, you know, in the Sangha community. And then another one is having a wrong view, right? Wrong view means refer to 3 views earlier, 3 views earlier, right? It means that there is a belief in you know, in self, you know, things like that, is it? So Ababo is incapable. Yeah, Katong is infinitive, okay? Mean to do. Now we look at this grammar. Yeah, this part is a bit long. Okay. Sampadaya, right? For the attainment as a genitive. Okay, Saha mean together with, right? This is indeclinable. For asa mean genitive of him, right? Then you also can take it his also, right? Or for the attainment of the insight of him, or you can translate for his attainment of insight. That's okay. You understand? For the attainment of insight of him, or for his attainment of insight. Tayo, Dhamma, 3 Dhammas are surely abandoned. Okay. Oh, someone. Okay. Yeah, you see. This Tayo, Dhamma, 3 Dhammas. Right? And then this is also past participle, you see. It's also in the noun form, right? And adjective to Dhamma, right? So you get 3 Dhammas, right, are surely abandoned, you see. So this is interesting, yeah. Okay, then next, Sakaya Ditti Vichikichitanja. Okay, so what are these 3? Self-view, doubts, or adherent to precepts and vows, and, okay, sorry, and you see, yang kingchi, wa api yang kingchi, yang kingchi, whatever, okay, ati exist, all right, api also, okay, and whatever exists also, but understood as abundant. I think what does it mean when you say whatever exists? Here refer to also the views, okay? Usually these 3 views, yeah, self views, doubts, and adherent to precept and vow, abandon, and other 3 related views, okay, connected with these 3 are also completely abandoned. So what are other 3? Okay, other 3s, when we abandon the self view, we also abandon the extreme view. Okay, extreme view. What is extreme? Extreme here refer to something permanent and something not, you know, something annihilation. Okay, it means that, you know, those days in ancient India, you see there are groups of groups of people believe, you see the soul exists. Okay, and permanent. And there are a group of people that believe nothing exists. Okay, when you die, mean die. Okay, so they belong to the view of annihilation. So this one is the extreme view, also abandon. Then the doubts. When someone abandoned the doubts, he also abandoned the wrong view. Okay, and adherent to the precept and vow, you also abandon abandon what? Abandon the attachment to the view, like ditti paramasa ditti. Ditti paramasa ditti. Okay, it means that adhering to the view itself is also a wrong view. For example, what is attachment? Adhering to the view, because some people believe, okay, my view is the best, okay, or my practice is the best, or my path, okay, my way, or go to the heaven is the best, and all your practice are wrong. Okay, it means that some people who negate other and only declare myself is the best, my teacher is the best, my religion is the best, my path is the best, my method is the best. Okay, it means that those people who believe it is only my method is the correct one, you also fall under this adherent to the view. Okay, this one also abandoned. Yeah, so this is what means, you know, whatever exists also abandoned. Next, Chatuhi, Vipamutto, okay, Chatuhi Apayehi. So he is, you see, in this part, there is no verb, right? There is no finite verb, right? But if there is no verb, you will look at the participle, right? Participle. You know, in this case, the participle, when you look at the participle, you also can translate like the verb. He is released, because here referred to is a nominative singular, right? So he is released from the four woeful realms. Okay, so he will never reincarnated, reborn in one of these four woeful realms. Okay. Kato, okay, ababo, incapable of doing, about abhitanani, right? And chart 6, okay, you see here is also due to the combination. Yeah. Okay. And he is incapable, right? Ababo. Huh? Babo means capable. A is a negation, become incapable. Incapable to do, right? Infinitive. Doing what? There he is incapable of doing the 6 major wrong actions. Okay. So it's accusative. They are the object. Incapable of doing the 6 major wrong action. Then the excellent treasure. Okay, now 11. Ikincha piso kamam karoti papakam kayena vacha udachetesava. Okay, there are, yeah, not so difficult, right? You had a word like kamam, okay, kamam. Karoti mean the verb, right? To doing, right? Do. Karoti, the person singular. So you're expecting the subject is he, right? Here, yeah, that's why the subject is so. And papaka, right? Papa is the, you know, evil or bad, right? And the ke here is to make it an adjective. And kamang, right? Is from kamang. Okay, the form is a ending form, an form. Yeah, kayena, right? Is kaya is instrumental by way of body. Vacha is also instrumental by way of speech, and chetasa by way of mind. Ababoso tasa patichadaya, ababhatadit padasa buddha. Right? We have seen ababo is incapable of. Patichadaya is dative, right? Yeah, for the sake of hiding. Abhabhata is incapacity. Ditta padasa buddha. Ditta padasa, right? yeah, it's a genitive. It's a genitive, right, of one who has sins the path. Right, did mean sins, right? It's a PPP, embodiment of path. So this is an adjective. So you need, when it is adjective, then you have to explain, who are they? Who has sins the path. Buddha is also PPP, right? From the root watch, mean has been said. Okay, you see a lot of PPP. We are dealing with the ancient text. So this PPP is past participle is so many words. So many words, and you can translate with easily with the participle. Okay, karoti, right? So, right? The subject, and this is object. Come on, papaka, right? Is it papaka adjective? The evil, bad action, king chapi, whatever. So he does whatever king chapi, bad action. Is it very straightforward? Right? He does whatever bad action. Okay, so I think you got to familiarize yourself. You see, in Pali studies, you see, the words can be anywhere. the verbs can be anywhere. You see, so you really have to look at the verb, look at the subject, look at the object, and followed by participle. Okay, those nouns with participle. Those now with verbal function. And kayena, vacha, cetasa. So these are all instrumental. Okay, either of speech or either by speech. Okay, body, speech, and mind. It is whatever action. Okay, either by body, by speech, or by mind. Yeah, udava. Here is all. Okay. Ababhoso tassa patichadaya. All right, so here, patichadaya, dative, we have seen, right? Genitive, right? Then he is incapable, right? Incapable. So, for his hiding, or for the hiding of him, or just for his hiding, we'll do genitive, okay? Genitive, his, all right? Or you want to translate, you also can. He is incapable for the hiding of him. It means that he's hiding, lah. Huh? So, okay. Abhabhata Ditta Padasa Vuttha. Okay, here. Right, so yeah, you look at this Vuttha, right? It's a family, right? Because it's agreed with Abhabhata, right? That's why this Vuttha is adjective Abhabhata. That's why they agree with their gender, right? And case and the number. And this is adjective. Okay. Then the incapacity, right? Incapacity. Okay, here. Is said to a person. All right, it's said or has been said, also okay. Has been said. Here, genitive. So you are describing of a person who has seen the path. Or you also can say the impossible, or there is impossible. Okay, for one who has. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Or the impossible for one who has seen the path has been said. That's also okay. All right. So there are many ways you can translate. All right. Or the incapacity has been said, or the impossible has been said for a person who has seen the path, or the impossible for one who has seen the path has been said. Right. So you can see how you translate. Okay. So I hope you understand, huh? Okay, next. Vanapa gumbe yataha bhusitage kim hanamase patamas mingimhe. Okay, here vanapa gumbe and bhusitage. You look at these two. Vanapa gumbe and bhusitage. These two. Okay. Grammatically, they are belonging to a locative absolute. Okay, locative absolute. How to form the absolute, locative absolute, right? So I think we are not going to explain now, but this is just, if you don't know what is locative absolute, you see, you try to look at English. English is this: when there is, you see, sorry, here, wanapa gombe busitage. Okay, wanapa gombe busitage. Now we directly go to the analysis now. Oh, not enough time. Yeah. Yatha means just like, okay, just as, just like, okay, indeclinable. When a woodland tree is wanapa gombe, put forth its flower is the busitage. Okay. It means that a woodland tree, giving rise to flowers or blossoming, right? So you see, they are all in the locative. And how to form the locative absolute? Busita is a PPP. So you must have one member that is in the participle, then another member, right, is in the noun locative. So one is in the noun locative, another one in the participle locative. Then in this case, you can form the locative absolute. If it is in the locative absolute, this is how the translation would come. When a woodland tree put forth its flower, okay? You see, when you look at this English translation, you don't find the locative, the sense of locative, isn't it? You don't find the sense of locative. But because they have been used as a locative absolute, so this is how the translation of English will looks like, okay? When a woodland tree put forth flower, okay? So this is something very interesting because you also find the genitive absolute. When the genitive absolute, you also can translate like this. Okay, yeah, because this part of translation is very unique. Okay, it's very unique. So that's why in Pali or in Sanskrit also the same. When you have two members, one member's in the noun, another member in the PPP. Both are in the locative. In the case of locative, then you can take it as a locative absolute. Okay. No, so this is one part lah. Gimhan Mase is also locative, but they are just a noun, okay? So it's not locative absolute, but they are in the locative. Here also, Patamas Min Gimhe is also a locative, but they are not the locative absolute, okay? So you can just continue lah. In the summer month, right? Masa, like Malay word, Malay also masa masa mean or time. And then Patamas mean Gimhe in the first month, Patama, right? The Pratama. Patama Gimhe. Summer, right? Gimhana, Gimhe. So it's summer, first month of summer. Okay. Tatha Upama. Okay. You have the root, right? Adesai. Third person singular. So Tatha. Okay. You see Tatha Upama, right? There are two words, okay? But when they use in the, what they call it, combined together, right? They are not the compound, okay? They are just two separate words, but due to euphonic combination, they just tend to combine together for the ease of pronunciation. So it's Tatupama, okay? But of course, we have to learn to split them up, right? Tathaupama, right? So which one is easy to read? Tatupama easier instead of Tathaupama. Then in the same way, right? Tatupama, in the same way, you see, he preached, right? The Dhamma, which is best, Dhammavara, or you just can translate like he preached the excellent Dharma, or he preached the best Dharma, okay? So, Nibbanangami Paramahitaya. You see, here, what kind of excellent Dharma? What kind of best Dharma? The Dharma that lead to Nibbana, right? Which lead to Nibbana, Nibbanagami. Okay, so this one considered the best Dharma, right? Our ultimate, the purpose, is to go to Nirvana, right? So the whole of Noble Eightfold Path considered is what they call as the best Dharma, excellent Dharma, right? Because it leads all the way to Nirvana. And Paramahitaya, okay, for the benefits of the highest, okay, Paramam. So, okay, the excellent treasure. Then we look at 13. Yeah, 13 is also easy. They are just, vocabulary, right? You have Varo, Varanyu, right? Varado, Varaharo, Anutaro, right? And we have seen the Dharma Varang, right? It's the best Dharma, excellent Dharma. Adesai also we have seen just now, right? He preached. You see, Varo the best. Varanyu, this Varanyu is from Chingya, right? Of course, this Chingya is a Sanskrit. Right? Chingya means to know the best. Varado, deliver the best. Varaharo, bring the best. Right? Anutaro, the unsurpassed, mean the highest. Okay. Now, okay, we look at this analysis. Adesai, we look at the verb, Adesai. Okay, he preached, it's the aorist, past tense. The subject is Varo, right? Varo. And then these are all adjectives, okay, describing Varo. Okay, so this Dhamma Varang is an object of Adesai. So the glorious one, Varo, okay, the Varo, the best one, the glorious one. Me here refer to the Buddha, and Varanyo, adjective to Varo. So I use who knows the glory, who knows to deliver the glory, who knows bringing the glory, unsurpassed. He preached, okay, the glorious Dhamma, preached the glorious Dhamma, Dhammavara. Okay. Kina Purana Navang Nati Sambhavang Virata Chitta Yatike Bhavasmi. Okay, Virata Chitta Yatike. You see, so you have to be careful. Yeah, here is a long compound. Bhavasmi. Okay. Kinam. Yeah, this is also very important. Kinam. Asawa Kaya Snyana. Kinam is a PPP, right? From the root she mean to destroy. So here is a PPP, destroy. Puranang, Navang, right? It's a new. Nati is from Nati. Does not exist, right? Nati. Sambhavam, right, is a birth or origin. Virata Chitta is from Virata, right, and Chitta, Chitta. Virata is a PPP, right? It means, right, to, put away. Ayatike means in the future, right? Bhavasmi. Okay. Tekina. So we go straight, to analysis. Kina Purana Navang Nati Sambhavang. Okay. Okay, you see the Purana is a noun. Kina is a participle. So it's clearly, adjective to the Purana. Mean the old, okay, all what? Destroy, okay? All karma usually refer to all karma. Ones who become an Arahant, okay? It means that all his karma, all karmas, okay, will be destroyed, okay? And will never accumulate new karma. Yeah, all, okay? Purana. Here refer past karma has been destroyed. Okay, you can translate that all karma is destroyed or all karma has been destroyed. right? So Navang is a new. Okay, Natti. So there is no, right? Naati, there is no. Okay, new birth, right? Navang Sambhavang. Okay, there's no new birth. Virata Chitta Ayatike Bhavasmi. You see, so you look at this A and A, you also can join them together. Virata Chitta Ayatike, right? Or you split them, become Virata Chitta Ayatike Bhavasmi. So, right? Look at it. So you see, Ayatike Bhavasmi. This one is in the locative, right? Future birth, with regard to the future birth. So Virata Chitta, Virata is not attached. Okay? Chitta means the mind. Mind not attached to future birth, or mind not attached to, or with regard, or concerning the future birth. So it's completely detached. Okay. So this is the state of Arahat. Arahat. Te kina bija averrohi chanda. Nibbante dhira yata ayang padipo. Okay. Here. Yeah. So you see, te kina bija. In fact, these two already you can translate because you have the verb PPP here, kina. Te mean there, right? They have destroyed the seeds here, the bija, like Malay word bija. Okay, they have destroyed the seeds. So understood as rebirth, seeds of rebirth. So it's no more becoming, no more rebirth. And Averohi Chanda, right? So it's also describing they, okay? But of course here they refer to Arahat, okay? No desire, right? Chanda, no desire for growth. Okay, Averohi, right? Yeah. So no desire here. No is because of Averohi Chanda. No desire. Nibbante is a third person plural, right? Dhira. Okay, the wise one. So this is the subject. Okay. Padipo. Padipo. Padipo means the lamb. Adipo, sorry. Deeper is lamb. So the wise one, Dhira, nominate plural. Go out. Go out for perfect peace. That is because of Nibbante, right? So you can also, it depends how you translate it, right? Nibbante, you can also can say, you know, the wise one extinguished, right? Extinguished. Okay, so you have to put in bracket like extinguished defilements. Okay, it means that the wise one has completely extinguished all defilements, right? And then here, given an example, yatha, just as, right? This lamb, just like the lambs, you know, the wheat, you know, completely burn out, right? So there is no more fur for it to grow, right? It's completely burned. So similarly, you know, in an arahat, you see there is no more defilement, right? So usually we refer the defilements to a fur, right? So continue, you know, giving us, you know, to go round and round in the samsara. So that defilement already completely abandoned, completely extinguished, just like the lamb, okay, burns up. So again, this one, you see, because they are in the verse, when you translate it, you need to know a little bit of teaching. You see, so you have to join them. Then the whole thing makes clearer. Okay. So the last three, they are almost similar, right? We look at one. Yani de bhuttani samagatani bhummani vayani va andalike. We have seen this part, right? You have the, okay. And tathagatam deva manusa pujitam buddhang namasama suvati hotu dhammang namasama suvati hotu sanghang namasama suvati hotu. Okay, so we look at translation. Yani idha bhutani samagatani. Okay. Of course, this bhuta, usually they are beings, okay, refer to being, but they refer to many types of beings, okay. Here refer to Gandhabba, refer to Yaksha, refer to Naga, refer to Devas, okay. Of course, the Devas here belong to the lower Devas, not the higher Devas, okay. Lower Devas mean the Devas belonging to the 4 great kingdoms like Chatumhara, and the Devas belonging to the 33 heavens. All right, we call it Tavatimsa. Yeah. So these two belonging to the lower realm, lower Devas. Okay. Yeah. You see. So Samagatani is a PPP, right? Mean gathered, assembled. So whatever being, right, Yani the Bhutani, have assembled. Here is either, right? So it's very straightforward, right? Bummani va yani va andalike. Okay, so they're all adjective to Bummani. It means also describing. Okay. So whether in, okay, terrestrial or in the celestial, right? So the terrestrial here refer to the ground, okay? The beings, on the ground, or the beings in the sky, okay? So you have these two types of beings, right? That's why they are. Okay. Next, the verb is namasama. It's a it's a denominative. Yeah, namasama is a future. Okay, first person plural. We will worship. Right? So you just ignore the denominative. Denominative means originally the word is a noun. Huh? So we turn the noun into verb. Okay, so this is what denominative. Of course, there are certain features. Namasama. So yeah, the noun is namas, mean the homage. So we turn the noun into the verb, right? Okay. And then Deva Manusa Pujitam, so worship or honored by the god and man, right? We will, I think we should put the translation, we will pay homage to the Buddha, okay, Buddha. And the dust gone one, that is because of Tathagata, right? Honored by God and man, that is because they are Manusa Pujitam. And then imperative, hotu, suwati, nominative. Okay, may there be safety. Okay, suwati hotu. May there be safety. Here the imperative, the person singular. Okay, so now we look at 16, also the same, right? Just only different in Dhammang Namasama Suwati Hotu. Okay, so yeah, we will pay homage to the Dhamma, right? And then the last one is also more or less the same. May there be safety, and this one also same. So Sanghang Namasama Suwati Hotu. Okay.